So today on JJ, I'm going to try to find a little electronic gremlin I've been having. Let me show you what I mean. So you can see this tail light over here is flashing. This one over here is also flashing. Just the bottom set of LEDs. It does the same thing on the other flash. You can see that one's flashing. This one is also flashing. I'm hoping it's just a ground situation, but that's what we're going to be digging into today. I'm going to try to see what's causing that and get that resolved. It's fall time and we got leaves falling everywhere. I'm going to get out here and I'm going to work on this Jeep outside and enjoy this nice weather. But first I want to blow the pad off. I've got a new leaf blower right here. This thing is so powerful, it's incredible. This thing is super stout. This is a sponsor for today's video. I'll tell you more about this product a little bit later on. But right now, let's get to working on JJ. Man, I got so many acorn guts out here. This tree drops acorns like crazy and we run over them and it just turns them. You can see all the powder right there where I just blew it. It's crazy how much acorns fall. So now let me get this tail light disassembled and I want to go inside and I want to check my grounds and I'm hoping it's going to be that simple. All right, I gotta see where my ground wire is at. I'm gonna have to take this panel off. I've got it grounded somewhere behind that, it looks like. And I'm gonna say that's my problems. I'm not grounded very well. All right, so I don't remember doing this. I know I did, but here's my ground. I don't know why. Maybe I couldn't find anywhere to ground inside the tub. But here's my ground, and that wire don't feel too good. Maybe they are. I'm gonna go get my multimeter and I'm gonna check this and see if we got good ground right there. All right, so my eyelets are good, so now let me check the bolt. All right, the bolt is not giving me the screw's not giving me a ground at all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that screw out. I'm gonna leave these where they're at, and I'm just gonna clean this screw, clean the eyelets, and see if I can get a better ground. Yeah, that's corroded. Maybe that's gonna be the whole issue. All right, I went and got some sandpaper. I'm going to sand under the head of this. I'm gonna sand these eyelets as well. All right, I ended up going and finding me another screw. That other screw was like it had a coating or something on it. And I'm just gonna try another screw and see if this will work. see if I got a ground. Yes, I do. All right, let me go cut my signals on and see if that fixed it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this signal on over here, and I'm gonna see if this one does a little bitty flash. It is still flashing. Well, shoot, that's not the problem. And on that one, I'm gonna have to check this side over here, which I was trying not to do. So let me get to turn into that side. You always like things to go as easy as possible, but sometimes it just don't work out that way. So I got to turn to this other side. I took the ground off of the other one and it stopped flashing, but this one was still doing the little flash down here. So I don't know. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna check the ground and see if that might be it. If it's not, I may end up having to install a resistor on these to get rid of the bleed back off the tail light circuit. All right, tail light number 2 out. You can see I got a little body work to do right here. That's when I was carrying my big heavy tire. It cracked right there. I've got some reinforcement for this. Some body armor actually for the tailgate that reinforces the tailgate and the tub area. I'm gonna redo that with fiberglass and fix it back. This don't have any fiberglass in it. It was just body filter, and this is a very flexible area because I cut out some of my metal and it's really flexible now. So that's why that failed. The other side's perfectly fine. It don't have any hinges on it. So let's see here. It looks like I got a good ground. I'm looking at it. It looks good. I did test my ground. The ground is good. I'm still having this flashing issue down here, and I'm thinking that I need to add a resistor in line. This red wire right here is getting fire when it's not supposed to be getting fire when I have the other signal going. So I think it's going to be as simple as me hooking a resistor between this wire and the ground. And I'm hoping I can do that on both sides and get this completed, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to do it in this video. I've looked high and low in my house. I don't have a resistor anywhere. We've had resistors laying everywhere, in the toolbox, in the kitchen drawer. Over the years, we've used resistors for a lot of things. Even this Jeep right here has a LED resistor relay under the dash. I think it's EP26, made to stop hyperflashing. This is not a hyperflash situation. This is a, I don't know, voltage bleed off. Something's causing this thing to receive voltage, and I think a resistor will be able to capture that and stop it from happening. So I checked all those on. They've got like 2 resistors for like 20 bucks. I'm not doing that. I can get 4 on Amazon for $7.99. I'm going to wait and get the 4 on Amazon for $7.99. So while I'm waiting on those, let me tell you a little bit more about this leaf blower. So I received this leaf blower from OGERY. They have some really good products, and this is just another one of them. And it's fall time. It's perfect time for me to show you this leaf blower. Big open hole in the front. It has another attachment that you can pop out and put another tip on that has a smaller hole in it. I like this big one because I get lots of airflow with it. But the smaller one's going to put out more pressure. But this right here puts out a ton of pressure. I'll show you in a minute on some leaves in the yard. Has a light on the front. Simply press the power button and it comes on. Press it again, it goes dimmer. Press it again, it'll start flashing. Press it again, it turns off. On the side here, you'll see another light. You long press the power button and it turns on, and you press it and it goes through its functions. So that's dim. That's red. Press it again and it starts flashing. And then the last press, of course, turns it off. Has a variable speed trigger on it. That way, if you're not wanting full power, you can just pull the trigger a little bit and get a little power. Also has a LED light on the front. Has a 21-volt battery on the pack. Right here, it comes with 2 batteries. And it has, you can see the fan up in there. It's got a nice turbine in there, lots of pressure. It comes with earplugs, and you may actually need them because this thing does put out a little bit of noise. Let me show you in the yard now how well this thing, how powerful it is, how it blows leaves. This thing is super powerful to be such a small, compact unit. If you're looking for you a nice handheld leaf blower, I'll leave a link to this down in the description. These right here are normally over $100, and they are blowing this out. They got coupons that's stackable. You can get this at the best deal you'll ever be able to get it at. So I'll leave a link down in the description and check it out and get one of these for yourself. This is OGERY, and they have very good quality products. 2 days later, 37 degrees outside for the high today. I have my resistors in. I've noticed something, that when I turn the signal on the passenger side, not only does the bottom 4 LEDs on this flash slightly, but my tag lights also flash slightly. And my tag light is connected from this black wire for the power, and it gets its ground, of course, from the ground wire, which is the white one. And that leads me to remember something. When I got this light here, it was in its own housing, and it had side marker lights and stuff on it. I cut those away, and I'm going to say that changed the resistance properties of this light, and that's why we're getting what I call bleed back on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook a resistor between, I believe, the black wire and the white wire. I have to look in here. Let's see here, the yellow one is my tag light, and it goes to, it does go to the black wire. So I'm going to tap into the black wire and run the resistor from the black wire to the white wire. What it does, so what it will do is it will put resistance more on the wire that's supposed to have current going through it, and it will resist that current some, and hopefully that will get rid of my bleed back off of my LEDs down here on the bottom. Pop one of these bad boys out. I'm just going to do a little quick sampling of this right here before I actually fully install it, because I want to make sure this is going to work. All right, so there is my power, and now let me expose my ground. Okay, so there we go. Got my tail light going, and I'm going to touch these 2 wires, and hopefully this light will stop flashing. Yes. I wonder what the chances are if I turn the flasher on this one, it will stop the other one just from me putting this one resistor in there. I don't see how that's possible, but hey, I'm gonna try it. All right, let's try that. The other one is flashing. If it does anything, I'll swap the camera angle. Oh my goodness, it fixed it. I'm only gonna have to install one resistor. So there's my other one. I'm gonna put the resistor in over here on this side, and I'm gonna touch it right now. And it stops it over there as well. That's incredible. I'm only gonna have to install one resistor. So let me get this shut back off, and I'm gonna do this the right way. I want to solder the resistor in. It's just the best connection you can get. I have the soldering equipment. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I don't have any shrink tubing right now, so that's why I've been using electrical tape. All right, this resistor can go in any direction. It's not directional at all. So I'm gonna go ahead. You're not gonna be able to see. Maybe you can. What I'm doing right here. All right, that's one. I'm gonna go ahead and tape that one up. This one is a ground one. It wouldn't have to be taped up. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back together before I test it. I don't trust it that much. Before I get this put all the way back together, you'll notice that there's 3 extra holes here. That is not by design. When I 3D printed this bucket right here, I was so proud that I had got that done and made it fit so well. When I drilled my holes, I had my tail light upside down. The reverse light's supposed to be at the top, and I didn't know that, and none of y'all may have seen it and noticed it, but none of y'all said anything about it, and I wish you would have had, and I would have fixed it and made a comment about it. It's kind of funny that I did that, and as much as I know about Jeeps, I got the tail light in upside down. So anyway, that's why there's an extra set of 3 holes right there, and just a little oversight. I got a little sneaky suspicion about it, and I went and Googled it, and lo and behold, I had messed up. I'm gonna try to adjust this just a little bit more. Taillights have been working really good, except for that bleed back problem that I had. I did go ahead and test it a while ago just to make sure, because I would hate to take these back apart. That's typically how I work. I have to do everything 2 or 3 times, so I did go ahead and test it. It does work. I'll show you that in a minute. I thought it sure would be dumb for me to put that all the way back together and not at least test it. I know it works. It was just, you know, if my wire had gotten pulled loose when I was taping it or something, it could cause it to fail. So I'm proud to have this job done. It took longer than expected because I had to order parts. I wasn't expecting to order parts. All right, that side works as it should. And that side works as it should. If you'll not remember a while ago, my tag lights was flashing as well. And the tail light was flashing also. Let me turn my running lights on now. All right, guys, I got the job done. I got to get my jacket back on. It is freezing out here. Well, not literally, it's 36 degrees, maybe 35 by now. Temperature's falling. It's just cold in my area right now. But anyway, that was just a little job I needed to get done. I wanted to bring y'all along with me on that job. And I appreciate y'all when y'all watch and comment and leave the thumbs up. It means a lot. I know I've been doing a lot of product reviews on my channel. And I'm going to try to start, if I have a product review, just incorporating them into the video like I did on this video, because this is a Jeep channel after all. And that's the heart of the channel is JJ. He is what I built the whole channel on. And I need to give him another Jeep to work on. And if I get another Jeep to work on, maybe it won't be as rough as JJ, but maybe it'll need a little bit of upgrades and maintenance on it. And I'll take y'all along on that journey as well. Check out the link in the description below if you need you a leaf blower. That thing is super powerful. It's compact, and I've never seen one that small, that strong. I bought one from Harbor Freight, and this one right here literally smokes it in every way. Check it out. It's a very good product. You'll be able to get it cheaper with a coupon code and the link I'll leave in the description. Then you will probably be able to ever get it again. Maybe not. Maybe they'll run a sale again in the future, but it's going to be a good price. Check it out. Y'all come back next time. We'll see what we got going then.
Yeah.